Everybody's felt their intuition. Everybody knows what their heart feels like. That's what you really are. Consciousness is not thought. Consciousness is what you really are. That's your soul. You are a soul. And so, on the level of the mind, you will never be able to explain or comprehend what you really are. Because what you are is beyond thought, beyond explanation. The feeling, the knowing, the watcher of your thoughts, that's what you really are. Consciousness is beyond thought, and you are pure consciousness. So many people walk around believing, I am my mind, everybody else is their mind. And his mind really pisses me off sometimes. And I really hate her mind, but it's just an identification. It's just concepts. Time itself is just a concept. Everything is a concept. The months are a concept. You know? Life is just a dream. But sometimes we take it very seriously because we are believing we are our mind. And your mind will always look for answers, will always try and figure things out, try and fix things that are impossible to understand or fix because it comes from a place of pure consciousness. There is no thought, there is no ego, there is no identification at the level of the soul. And I've been connecting to that pure consciousness, to that soul, and it's led me to realize that I don't have to keep holding on to all of these identifications and personality concepts that people try and throw on me, because that's what makes it difficult. Is people will bring up, oh, well, you did this in the past, you used to be like this, why are you acting like that, you're this type of person, or you're shy, why are you being so outspoken, you're a shy person. When I was a kid, a lot of people would tell me that I was shy, and I'd be like, well, I guess I am shy, but I don't really feel shy in certain situations. I feel like I was situationally shy. But I kind of did hold on to that belief that I was shy, which made me believe I'm a shy person. I walk around and I'm shy. But really, your personality is not permanent, because you could be anyone. You could choose today that you want to be a makeup artist. I could become a makeup artist on Instagram and start painting all over my face, and one of those accounts. I could do that. I could be that person for the rest of my life if I wanted to. I could do that. So when you use the law of attraction, you can literally step in to whatever version of yourself you want to be, and you don't have to tie yourself to that personality, because you realize it's just a concept. It's just a social construct. It is an illusion. The mind is a complete illusion. And you don't have to demonize the ego, demonize the mind. That's not what I'm saying. That's what many people can do. But when you are feeling yourself caught up in the past, holding on to people that aren't in your life physically, when you come to the realization that you are a soul, then you can connect to that soul, which will then connect you to them on a soul level, because they are still always around you. They are still able to be connected to you, regardless if they're here in the physical 3D world. And if you base your beliefs on what is coming into your external reality, instead of just switching your own belief systems within you becoming the version of yourself that you want to be, because you're not tied to the past version anymore. It's fake. Whatever you choose to become, it's still fake. It's not, I don't know if the fake's the right word, but it's not you at your soul, because anything that is thought, that is anything that you have to think about, it's not really you. You can use those thoughts, you can have great thoughts and observe them from you, but as you walk around, if you're only identifying with the thoughts that come into your perception, then you're only picking up off of things from the earthly plane. You're not picking up on anything from your higher self, from you at a higher level, from consciousness itself that everyone is. And I've had some crazy dreams here recently that have shown me I am connected to certain people, whether or not I feel it when I'm awake. In my dreams, it's just as real as when I'm here. But this is a dream too. Shout out Edgar Allan Poe. All that we see or seem is but a dream within a dream. And so I'm dreaming this up right now. I'm dreaming up that I am this human, that I'm Eli, that I've got this, set of belief systems and things that I've done and things that I want to do and what I value. But that's all thought. It's just thought. The real soul me, just watches my thoughts and just is the observer of this reality, setting it up for me at a higher level that I'm unconscious of when I'm here as a human. And so when people want me to explain to them the realizations that I've come to and why I am into these new things and why I have these beliefs, I can't explain it to them because it's a knowing, it's a feeling, it is me feeling my pure consciousness. I can't describe it. The feelings of love that you feel, you can't really describe in words. And there are other places where you don't use words to communicate. And we come here, we forget all of this, and we're like, what? I hate this body. Why am I, you've just got things racing around, and no one ever teaches you that's not even you. People do talk about your being eternal and things like that in religion, but normally they're still basing it off of the ego, about their thoughts about what they are. But that's not what will live on. What will live on and what has always lived on is the pure soul, the pure consciousness that connects us all. And every day I go around, having people reminding me of my personality, reminding me of, just day-to-day life. Obviously, you use your personality and your ego to go about. But when you take a step back and you look at it from a higher perspective, you understand that it's not as serious as you make it all the time. And the consciousness part of you is never really worried. That's your intuition that's always giving you the feeling that you need to do something, or just that knowing that something's going to happen, that it feels right, or if it feels a little bit off. There's a reason that it feels a little bit off, because that's the real you, and that's what you've got to start listening to. And it's proven by science that the heart actually has a brain of its own. The heart is like a second brain, and the heart has way more feeling than anywhere else. So if you really want to manifest from the heart. manifests from the feeling. The feeling is the secret. Shout out to Neville Goddard. Made a video on that a while back. But the feeling is the secret. You can access the feeling that your mind thinks you'll get from this other person, from this job, from these material things right now. And it's not always that easy to do, but you can find that feeling. And when you find that feeling, you will know. And you won't be able to explain it with words, because words are below pure consciousness. So when people try and describe God as if it's some ego-based person who is a tyrant and a monster and shows unconditional love, but it's based on conditions. Now, isn't that interesting? Unconditional love, but you have to follow these certain things and believe these certain things that you were just told in order to be unconditionally loved. If you're not following this certain guidelines, you will be banished forever. But God is unconditional love, right? And God wanted people to kill. God wanted people to do all these things that they say in the Bible. No. God is not able to be described with words. God is unexplainable. So everybody wants to make sense out of the world, make sense out of what's going to happen when they die, hold on to something to believe in. But you can have that right now. It's within you. That's what Jesus was telling people. Is it not written in your law that you have the same power as Jesus Christ within you? But people are easily deceived by their ego. But they'll tell other people that they are being deceived. And I've been deceived by my ego, by thought patterns that surround me. And it's easy to go along with what you've been told. Or you'll notice a lot of these religious beliefs are based purely from fear. He's not afraid enough. We need to save him. That kid over there, he's not afraid that God's going to banish him to hell. And he needs to figure that out. He believes that Jesus was non-judgmental. There's something wrong with that kid. It's funny to me. Like, Jesus, completely against all dogmatic belief systems, yet somehow they've convinced people that you will be judged. You will be judged. It cannot be explained with words what put us here. All right? We are all connected by that, and there's truths in that. There's so many truths in the Bible. But you have to look at it from a higher perspective. You have to look at it from the perspective of the person who actually knew what they were talking about, Jesus. Yet they tell you a lot of things that he didn't believe, and when things are repeated over years and years, people believe it. So, and it's difficult for me to have to be around those kind of belief systems a lot, and it gets me caught back in my ego, and I'm like, I just don't feel like this is right. And that's that feeling again. If my heart, my intuition tells me something doesn't feel right, it's never actually right. It's always right is what I'm trying to say, is my intuition is always right. It never steers me the wrong direction. And so many things and belief systems that are thrown at you, I know these people can't feel right in their heart about them, but they accept them out of fear. So, will you let fear win, or will you choose love? Will you choose unity consciousness, which is away from this separation mentality, which stems from identification with your thoughts and with your mind, believing that you are your mind. And you can understand that you're not your mind. Like, I've known this for a while, but it'll still come back, because that's the human condition that we live with. We're always seeking, we're always thinking sometimes. And sometimes you can fall back into those patterns, but then recently I've had that breakdown of my ego in my last video, and I've just had many spiritual breakthroughs and just an understanding of what I've known all along. I'm just remembering who I've always been. You're just remembering who you are. You've never not been pure consciousness. You know, what is consciousness? What really is consciousness? It is you. Me right now, I'm speaking from my soul, from my heart. I have nothing in my mind right now. I'm not thinking about any word I say. And when you get into that flow state, which I've been in and I am in, you start to piece things together more fluently, effortlessly. You live your life like you're riding a wave. You live your life as the wave, because you've realized that you're the ocean. You are the ocean. You are the trees. You are the wind. All of this is just a manifestation of your consciousness. And it cannot be explained. Nobody has ever seen a physical man sitting on a cloud. But everybody has felt love. Everybody has had a feeling that they need to do something and had something happen. Everybody's felt their intuition. Everybody knows what their heart feels like. That's what you really are. I love you all. Peace out, guys. I got a special video coming up. It's really special. I poured my heart into it. Like, it's pretty cool. And I've just been holding off on it. Don't know how I'm going to release it. I've just kind of been editing it. And I think it'll be pretty cool. So, hope you guys enjoy that. Love you all. Peace out.